Freedom 35, 5, 5, 5.
Dude, start the podcast.
Wow.
We starting, Martin?
Martin starting.
All right, guys. Welcome back. Freedom 35ers, Cardano NFT podcast, episode 66. Again.
Pick up 6.
Again. Technically
Drop 'em
episode
again?
67. Again.
Again.
For all the OGs. Again.
Out there?
Okay.
Okay. And then?
My name is Tommy. I go by TOWMY.
My name is TJ. I'll go by Lazy T.
And I am the other Tom. I go by Lavish Bear.
And tonight, Tom-Mom. Tom-Mom?
TOMOM? NFAFA?
Ah, NFAFA TOMMM.
Is it Tom Mom
Oh,
or
man.
is it two mom?
Tom and Mama Mom.
It's TOMOM.
Oh, what's the OMOM? Old money, old money?
Old money, old money.
Oh,
Sure.
man, oh, man.
That's actually what his shirt says, translated. Old money, old money.
Ah, okay. I can't read Tom-Mom, but I
thought
got
these
you.
are tally marks. That's a language.
That's hashtags, bro.
Hashtag what? Tom Mom?
Tom-Mom.
All right.
All right, down there, period. Dot.
Period dot.
Little circle thing.
Colored
Oh.
circle.
Okay. Oh, we don't gotta bring color into this, TJ. You know?
Set a colored circle.
I'm just kidding. Oh man. You're just talking to a diamond paper hand over here. You know why?
Donnie Diamonds?
Because I hold strong and wither at the same time.
I'm not sure what that refers to. I'm sure we'll hear about that later.
Oh, we're definitely gonna hear about that later. But yeah, another week, another episode. The same episode, if you were paying attention to our misnaming. We totally
Same
switched
number.
that podcast.
Same number.
Same.
Not same episode. Yeah, we're not just reposting
Same,
here.
but different, but still same.
Well, maybe when I explain behind the scenes, we were considering their Twitter space episode 65. So that's why we went with 66 for the podcast. And then things just went different.
meeting.
They went 6s and 7s, and we ended up with 65.
Yeah.
It's pretty much what happened. So yeah, we are officially episode 66, technically episode 67 for all the OGs out there this week again. So we did a repeat episode. Last one was a little shorty, so we got to follow this one up again for a nice
Another
little
shorty.
Yeah, probably. At least I would say maybe a little bit more than a shorty this week. We'll see what happens. See how quick we can talk. If you guys are on
That
like
full
one
size
half-
from Wawa, not a shorty.
What? Shorty.
All right, we
I don't
started this one so silly. So we're in that, I guess, just it's not Freedom After Dark, but it pretty much is.
Well, if you made it to this part of the timestamp that hopefully one of us caught, and if we didn't, too bad. We are officially getting into another week over here on the podcast, and this week we did a Degen week over here on the live stream. Guys, when's the last time we got a chance to do this? Am I sharing the right screen this time? Because last week we did some like little like puppeteer action.
LeBron, yeah, just
I actually
kinda
really
did
like
not
that.
come through with that.
I
I don't
enjoyed
know.
that.
I kind of like
for what
LeBron.
we're paying him. I mean, come on.
No,
I
that
thought
was
LeBron
solid.
did. I thought he did a pretty good job, to be honest with you.
I don't know. Why do we got Martin here then?
All right, well, Martin, I think Martin's starting. He's doing pretty
You
well.
got the right screen share this time. At least Martin knows how to screen share.
I appreciate that, Martin. Yeah, it was Degen night over on Monday. The three of us, no guest. First time we've done that, and I don't know when. To be honest with you, it's
Since last year, typical.
Wow, it's last year, man. It's been over.
Is that for real? Is that true?
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
Because
crazy.
the whole month of January we had guests on. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's right.
Literally, there's been like somebody on the stream every single week.
We had 5 guests actually, because we had the double.
We had 5 guys.
Yeah.
Well, the Monday was 3 guys, and
When the fuck we get ice cream?
I don't
I
know,
missed the
man.
burgers. We want some 5 Guys. Damn, I'm hungry.
That sounds
Let's
good.
go,
I
man.
see, Five Guys though, I don't like their fries. I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for that. I just think they're
Just
too
'cause you're
greasy
wrong.
for me.
It's not. You don't need
They're
hate.
just-
What do you mean, bro? You ever seen how they make them things? They're so nice and easy.
Yeah, they also deep fry their bacon. They know exactly what they're doing, and they also keep people out that are weak to peanuts. I mean, it's like a heaven on
They're
earth.
just a little too greasy for me. I'm not a soggy fry guy. I
Yeah.
like the crunchy ones.
I think he should go try some Five Guys. You know why?
Oh, I like Five Guys. The burgers are fantastic.
Okay.
but the fries, I'm not a fan of the fries.
That right there is some NFAFA, a little fun advice right there. Go try
Absolutely.
some Five Guys. No, Monday I left. Did you guys like the little hashtag in the corner over there, a little Nafafa? It's like our new sponsor.
Yes, Tommy. You asked us during the live stream. We liked that you put it there. You did a nice job. Good job, buddy. To everyone, Tommy put that there on the
No,
the
dude,
picture.
Nafafa is a little movement right now. Dude, I was over in Blake's chat right before we got on a stream on the Wednesday with FDE tonight, and there's some Nafafas in the chat.
Was there? That's funny.
Yeah, Nafafa is a movement right now. Not financial advice, fun advice. It's been taken over. But we had a lot of fun advice going on Monday, dude. We were talking a bunch of different projects. We got the Degen out. We had some celebs over in the chat. We had her monsters hanging out. Actually, not celebs. I guess they're founders, right? We had her monsters hanging out with us over in the chat for a little bit, checking out some of the new traits, which are really dope to see. A bunch of the community showed up for that, and then Tom, right at the end too, we had you can't randomly just went to a little Yolo solos, which I just love that name, by the way.
That's a great name.
And then we went ahead and like journeyed through like a little like minted one, and then ended up going on like it's like the Oregon Trail almost, right?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. But it was just fun to see that, you know, something actually it's working well. And it was actually kind of like wasn't just like for show, for clicking buttons and stuff. Like they actually have a system in there that was actually playing correctly. Who knows how like challenge, you know, we haven't done enough playthroughs yet. Did you go through and do your next day?
I haven't, no, because I like had a 19-hour cooldown. I totally forgot. But no, it was fun because like they weren't even minted out yet, but you literally could go for 35 ADA, go mint one of these things, and then play it instantly, which I thought was pretty impressive for them.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like that too because it's straight on their website. You don't have to do anything with the Discord or anything. As soon as you get your NFT, connect the wallet, it's good to go.
And I think it's cool because the founder, like Jen, she showed up as well over there, so it was cool just to get a little live feedback as we were going. So yeah, it was a fun stream though. I missed like just, you know, doing those kind of nights again. You take for granted some of that stuff where we always thought, you know, like it's always fun to bring a guest on. We want to learn about new stuff, but sometimes it's just kind of fun just to dial it back and just have like a nice chill night.
Well, it was also too like bringing back to our long podcast during the live stream because we used to. True. This is basically what our old podcast used to be, going through projects and just kind of talking through white papers and stuff like that. So this was kind of that, but with live feedback and just live or people just bringing up topics or projects for us to look at, which was nice.
Yeah, I feel like it's the like perfect like evolution of kind of like what we wanted to do originally, you know, that podcast style, but we had live engagement with people. We've got jokes, we've got memes. There's all kinds of fun stuff going on. So. And the founders, everybody kind of showed up, right? You had the all blend of elements, and I think that's why like the live streams do so well sometimes.
Shout out to Jub though. Jub shows up.
Oh, Jub,
pretty much every one of our
live
streams. I really appreciate him showing up.
He had his space going, and he said he just kind of like lost control of it, so he just jumped on over into our stream while his space was still. He's like, I didn't talk for like 45 minutes in my own space. I just kind of let them go on, and I jumped over here.
There he is. Yeah,
did not even catch that comment. That's funny as hell.
Yeah, Rez is like, are you in there?
Exactly, but I lost control of the space. I've spoken once in the last 30 minutes.
Yeah, please sort by listed by Jub and pump my bags.
Much respect for that. I love it.
That's why I love the live streams, though. I think it's just a fun time to like just hang out and chill. We got the music playing, we've got chat popping, you got some founders popping in, and you get to chat about some of these projects and sometimes a little NFAFA. You know,
I'm just curious. Did you get to jump in the Solo Yolo Discord? I didn't see.
I haven't yet.
How they stumble across us though?
I honestly have no idea how
they. In. Someone must have been watching.
Somebody at somebody
Discord or something.
100%.
That's just cool. I'm just curious who it is though. Like if someone's in their community crossover, I'd like to connect with them and hear more about the game too. If we have a audience member that's actually playing.
If I had to take a guess at anybody, usually it'd be like J-Hub, because I've definitely seen J-Hub and other Twitter Discords, like, yo, I got Freedom 35ers talking about you guys right now. Come check it out. J-Hub's the real one. He's holding it down over there. But if there was somebody else, maybe like a Curly Knox, I don't know. We'll see. But no, it was a good time on Monday night. I had fun doing that. I think we should definitely rotate a minimum one of those a month.
Once a month, I think so. Yeah, we should hold off for just us once a month. I think that's good, or needed, I should say.
And I say we do like, you know, one a month where we're not even on. We just have the guests come in and do their thing. You know, we
perfect.
Back, right?
Use our platform. I love it.
Yeah, right. We'll just sit back.
Less pressure. I love that. Okay.
Nice. But yeah, other than that though, it was a good time on Monday night. Had some fun. We caught through a lot of different projects, a lot of different things. We talked about the kind of alley.
Do you like when Tommy dismisses us, Tom, and just say, yeah, all right, nice. Yeah, moving on.
Dude, sometimes when you're just looking. Right. Good job, guy. No. I was kind of trying to transition to the next topic, but
it's like when someone's telling you a story and you just finish it with, that's crazy.
Okay. My favorite is like tight. All right.
What was that? I love that just that meme response too. It's just like, I'm not reading all that, so that's great for you, or terrible. Sorry, I don't know.
I'm happy for you.
I'm happy for you. Or that's I'm sorry, but
sorry, or I'm happy for you. Yeah, one of those two. I'm totally butchered that one too. But dude, how about me? Like just totally I could not say the word authentication on stream the other night. I was just blacking out on that. It was like, I never ran into like a tongue twister like that either, where you just like, what you want to say, but you just can't say it in your mouth.
Because at first I was like, what are you trying to, in my head,
I was like,
what is he trying to say?
I was like,
I genuinely didn't know what you were trying to say at first.
I think it's worse than I get that way when I second guess like spelling things. Like I'll type something in and I'm just like, is that how you spell banana? Like banana. Like what is this word?
I just Gwen Stefani and that's how I spell it.
Yeah, that's how I spell beautiful. It's using Jim Carrey method.
Beautiful.
Oh, I like that. But yeah, it was a good stream, good whole thing. Time we talked about Alley Cats, kind of how that whole thing shook out. It's still holding up pretty well, which is actually insane to think about. They're pushing towards like 4 million right now in secondary volume, which is like awesome. Put them into like the top, like almost top 25 right now, or maybe even further into that. So good to see that they're really taking off inside this community right now. And I'm sure they're going to continue to keep pumping for a little while, even if the floor price does correct, which it looks like it's kind of hovering mid 400s right now.
Yeah.
One thing we didn't talk about though, which I know we had to save it over, I guess, for the live stream, right? It was a little good old Yummi universe was back. We're here.
We're here. Yeah, we're talking about it. We got it.
Okay, we got a little Yummies. Forgot. Tom's got to make sure I got them down on my sternum when I'm taking my pics.
I want to make your forehead bigger.
Don't do it.
Every time the closer.
That's why I wear a hat, dude.
The higher up. So
don't do it.
Works.
Don't do it. All right.
He made my forehead bigger than he added my
and TJ totally almost added that thumbndumbnail too.
Yeah, I also had TJ's computer chair and it looked like the bill of his hat, but it was totally his computer chair last week.
That's good. I totally didn't see that.
Like cocked off backwards to the side.
Honestly, it did. At first, I was like, I don't remember doing that, and then I looked at it further. I was like, no, I didn't do that. That's my chair.
I don't remember that at all. I honestly, when I was trying to post it on Twitter last week, because I was like away and I was in the hotel room that morning, I'm like sitting there looking. I'm like, which one is the big forehead one?
Dude, I couldn't tell at first, and I was just so happy I reformatted with Paint. I was like, oh, okay, sweet, I figured it out. And then I went to upload, and I was like, that was the forehead one.
That's great. I love it. But yeah, no, back to Yummi Universe. The staking version 2 has officially launched over here. You can enter the Yummi Universe Village over here. Yummi Village is officially live. And it actually looks pretty good. I like the user interface. It looks a lot more clean. You can't really go anywhere inside of it except for the stake part right now because all the other features are not online yet.
It's a piece of steak.
It is good, right? I love the steak part of that. But yeah, no, the new UI looks so much better than the old one.
Yeah,
and it is non-custodial, right? So your stuff is now staying in your wallet. Just puts a lockup time when it is staked in there. So I don't think you can sell or do anything once it is in that status, but you can always unstake right away. And then the difference with this, instead of having to wait the 3, 5, 7 weeks, once it hits that threshold with you holding it in there, those multipliers start to kick in for the additional bonuses. So as long as you leave it staked, you're good to go, and it eventually caps out whatever that max is. And then if you pull it out early, you lose that multiplier, and then it restarts over again.
Yeah.
So I still got mine trapped in the old one right now.
Me as well.
Me too. Yeah.
I was gonna say.
I think mine's. Yeah, I got mine like the 17th of February. It's gonna go. So once it gets past this, we're gonna transition back into the new Yummi Village right here.
Don't worry, TJ. I'll blur out how much money he gets for his Yummi. We're not letting him flex that. We're blurring. That's getting blurred.
What does that say? 148,000.
That's all getting censored. We're gonna bleep this whole thing out. What was that? 17 ADA. Only 17. What shitty Yummies do you have? Wow, Tommy. What a terrible collection.
That guy sucks.
38 ADA right now, huh?
Yeah, that's about it. Hey, don't hate on Jake Paul, dude. He's been broke a little bit. No.
Nah. You've been minting and doing stuff on your other wallets though.
I have. Don't tell nobody. Being a little sneaky Pete over here. But yeah, no, shout out to Yummi Universe because this is like the first step. We were talking about them at the beginning of January when we had them on. They said this is kind of the first thing that they're going to be launching this year. They said 1 to 2 months, so the fact that they've got it out. I mean, it's pretty much like a month since the last time we talked to them, which is actually insane to really, if you really think about
it. The bigger question is when card packs. Come on.
That is the question right here. I just want to click on this right here. Clicked packs, not feature available, not yet. I want to know where we're going with this.
When card packs. That's all I want to know.
Yep. But yeah, dude, you've got everything that's going to be inside of here, though. It's an all-in-one. You have the marketplace, the swaps in here. You can stake. You can go ahead and votes for governance with the DAO, eventually the packs, and then the index of all the different Yummies that are going to be in there. So Yummy Universe, don't sleep on them. I heard people over in Aaron's stream yesterday over in Cowboys Crypto sleeping on he was like, Yummy's not really my thing right now. There's not enough news going on. I said,
The
perfect.
disrespect.
Let him cook. Let him
Disrespect.
I said you gotta let them. You gotta know
how
the
much
patterns.
news is going on for those Bitcoin maxis over there, huh? How much news is going on for that? Oh, okay. Let me rephrase that because today
Bitcoin.
I know they had an NFT announcement today. My bad. But before
Bitcoin
that,
does have NFTs.
there wasn't
right
much
now.
announcement going on about that.
Yeah, but no, I think with Yummy Universe,
Yummi.
You
said Yummi.
Yeah, I was just what are you calling it? Just practicing my accent, TJ. I was trying to go for like a Christoph Waltz right there, my accent, but it didn't. It sounded a little different. What am I going with? Oh, but no.
Moving on.
I could almost hear it. I could almost hear it for sure. He's kind of, an extra flamboyant character in that. I'm guessing you're talking Glorious Bastards, Christoph Waltz.
Yeah, there you go.
I could hear it. That's a bingo. He gets pretty excited.
I like yours too.
Tom with the save.
Tom totally picked it up right there. But no, I definitely don't think you should sleep on the Universe right now. Tim, I kind of just did it again. It was like a little, it was just like, I don't like that. Just the way that it is. But
I'm in snake tongue over here.
Yeah. No, I'm telling you, I'm all tongue tied lately. I don't know what it is. I can't say anything. I can't say anything. I'm a snake. People are gonna hate this episode so much. He put like the little. We need to edit the clip with the little hat on there that he has on. I'm not.
This isn't even a hat. I swear to God, he made
it's like
it's like paper mache or something. It's like half a 2-liter bottle. I don't even know.
Oh, it totally is. Oh man. Anyway, shout out to Yummy Universe. It's good to see you.
Projects. How many snake projects have there been?
Wasn't there one like Freaky Snakes or something like that? Or something like that.
Sneaky snakes?
It was something like a freaky little snake. A snaky snake.
We could do the sneaky snakes and the one is the Sneaky Pete.
I don't remember what it was, but there was a project called like Freaky Snakes or something like that.
There was a freaky little snake.
Wasn't it like Freaky Snakes? I'm pretty sure it was one. It is Freaky Snakes. Maybe
let's do sneaky steaks and we'll have a sneaky.
I'm sitting here on Twitter right now typing freaky I'm trying not snakes. It is Freaky Snakes, and I typed in freaky
Pete
sneaks.
They got a 10 floor right now. Shout out to the freaky snakes.
Freaky snakes.
Sneaks, they got some snakes.
Oh, I like that name actually. We're gonna steal that. That's
freaky snakes.
The freaky snakes. Oh wow!
Okay, that we need to run.
Let's
like
talk about some real projects. How about no more freaky sneaks?
All right. Well, how about we talk about one of the biggest projects inside Cardano right now? Arguably
one that you diamond hand or what? Diamond paper hand. Paper hand.
Diamond these paper hands. We got a little lettuce. We got a little diamond on side.
We're meeting lettuce.
Yeah, a little lettuce. You ever seen Dave Portnoy? Little lettuce hands. I don't know. Anyway, Ape Society, their marketplace went live. They've got a lot of stuff, a lot of things coming up online finally. As they've been building. They launched the Society token. That thing went crazy. The frames had come out a few months ago, and the staking's been going live. Obviously, we saw what the price of Society did. People were getting just making ridiculous amounts of money off that. But since then, things had cooled down, and it was kind of build time. But now they've got new stuff coming online outside of just the landmarks and different things that they've announced. The big one though was the marketplace, right? You had to have a place to trade the Society, and then we've seen this way back. With the different furniture and stuff that you would be able to buy and purchase for your cabins to put this stuff in. So marketplace is live, and you can now start crafting stuff depending on what it is that you have inside the craftsman, right? I guess this the very bottom tier of the classes, but you're over here, and depending on like what item that you make, it's a different like cooldown time to actually build into stuff, and then eventually you can go into this marketplace. It kind of reminds me of like I don't know, like maybe like a Facebook marketplace or something like that, like something where it's like you just log in and see a bunch of like furniture or like offer up or something like that.
Yeah.
And you just log in here. It's like, oh yeah, this dude's got a nice table for sale today. How much is this? Up 5K. Society done. Easy peasy.
Lightly used.
This guy, that craftsman was a little sloppy with it, but you go down a little bit more. This guy kept it in better condition. That'd be dope if they had like different conditions for this stuff, like really.
That would be cool.
You can get the unbalanced sofa, TJ.
I don't know.
Paint you like one of your French girls over here.
Yeah. When you're crafting these, do you know the time it takes to create?
I
these
remember.
pieces of
I don't
furniture?
remember which furniture I saw. There was somebody where I saw it was like a 16-day one.
Okay, I
Yeah.
wasn't sure if it was like a 24-hour turnaround, if there actually was a decent amount of time before you can just go and flip what you just created. I actually like that. That's really cool.
Yeah, there has to be
It
some
takes
sort
a bit
cool
of
down,
time.
like there
Yeah.
has to be some sort of feature. You guys go crazy. Tommy,
That's what
can
I'm
you go back
saying.
to that? Are you able to sort by just items? Like, what's the diamond
Yep.
hand trophy floor?
So the diamond hand trophies, back to what me right here, right? Actually, no, I gotta sort it by not recent, but low to high. 3.79. I guys, what is some diamond paper hand and diamond handers over here?
Is that yours?
Like myself, yes. No, actually, you know what the funny thing is? So I diamond handed my Ape Society back when that whole staking over that period was back, like from like I don't know if it was like April to May kind of time period.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then totally paper handed my ape because I was trying to make a little swing trade. The floor did its own thing. Ape Timber came out, and that was the end of me getting back into the Ape Society. So I've got the trophy right now.
You had it. The trophy was a reward for keeping it for the first full staking period.
Yep.
The first 8-week staking period. You got the diamond hand trophy without taking it off staking, right?
And also getting your society as well. You're in society for doing that. That's how you first got
original
it.
society. So then you technically fulfilled those requirements, and then later sold your ape, and then they had you still on the list for the diamond hand
Correct
airdrop. Yeah,
so that's why I'm a diamond paper hand over here.
We got the diamond hand trophy after you already paper handed the project.
Yeah. So
live listing.
Just put enough up to get that.
Just get the
to buy a new ape.
See if I can go find Alfred Thomas, dude. See where he went. To go readopt him.
That probably.
No, absolutely don't. But it was cool. It was cool to see that their market's online, and I'll be curious to see how this kind of evolves over time. Because shout out to Resin, one of our mods over in our thing. He's got the military officer, and he was complaining how his military officer never steals anything and never gets anything.
He's been stealing like crazy.
Dude, he's been bank robbing. He's been heisting some stuff lately over inside the Discord. He's been sharing with us. But no, it's cool because like you said, I think I believe Congo or one of them tweeted out that they did like 78,000 like worth of ADA in their own marketplace on the first day, which was like ranked for like number 2 in Cardano marketplace. Is obviously behind like JPG, which is actually pretty crazy if you think about it. So it just shows the power of this community and the people behind it and what they're willing to, how to really support the project. And it's cool to see. Now the next question I'm going to have for all this is, it's dope that you can do this. What am I doing with it after this? Like, it's cool that it's there, but what does it do now? And I'm sure we'll get more answers to that. I'm sure maybe there even is answers in there.
If there's one team that's going to execute, it's going to be this team right here. They've already proven themselves well enough in this space that they're executing on everything that they're doing. So
I just want to get a Billard and just be able to go play inside there one day. I know their initial plans. I know that like originally they weren't talking about like, getting your ape in like 3D and walking around this like thing, but eventually I could obviously see stuff like that potentially happening. So
I guess on the cost of development for something like that and how much it's worth it to their community to like wait for that to come out and roll out, and if it'll bring that value. But it would be fun.
It'd be interesting to see. Would anybody really take advantage of it?
It's more just like, again, like, okay, the idea of that would be cool, and it would be something that would be a big deal in our space, obviously. But like, would it have the longevity to be worth the actual investment? Like, it would be cool to go in and play some pool, but is that something you're gonna like be sitting at work like, damn, I can't wait to get off work and play pool again? In that, like, there's other ways to play pool, like mobile or whatever, if you wanted to right now, really. So it would be very cool and impressive, but would it have like the longevity to stay fun and exciting?
I just want to know,
just going to play Overwatch or something.
If the apes are going to sound and look like Pogo from Umbrella Academy when they're walking around.
That would be dope to be able to do that.
Cool.
I would definitely be supportive of that. And the other thing that they're getting ready to do, which it'll probably be already out when the time of the podcast drops, is the crests over here. You're going to be able to mint your crest, your family crest, depending on which one of the 35 families.
You can do it now. I thought I saw it. If you
scroll. Is that what everybody? Oh, it is live. Actually, yeah. Duh. I'm sorry.
No, live as of Friday, right, Tommy? Yeah, we record on Wednesday. You're right. Don't worry. We're never wrong. We're never wrong. Come on.
I'm never wrong. Yeah. Martin's got that handled right now. But yeah, basically this is like I believe it's like a 1-to-1 for the different apes that you have, and then
so you could have got a Thomas crest, huh?
I could have got a Thomas crest. I'm curious if I can see the Thomas crest in here while we're scrolling. What if it's one of the most dopest looking ones? It probably is. It's named Thomas over there. But curious to see how this team continues to keep evolving right now. Yeah, 7,000 crest minted, 70 for D Medici's, 210 for Walkers, etc. And the price was 400 society. And then only 40 if you own the merchant over there. So you got a big discount if you had the merchants. And then 1 ape in a level 1 frame plus 1 cabin to mint. So there was some requirements for this to happen. So I don't know what this is going to do either, because I'm not involved with the project anymore. So I haven't been really following too much. But obviously, I'm assuming you're going to be able to put this inside your cabin. You got to have a cabin to do it anyway. So that would make the most sense. So I'd be curious. As the team continues to build, they get their landmarks and stuff rolled out. They said that they've got a lot of cool stuff playing this year. So we'll just keep watching from the sidelines, dude.
The switch continues.
Your Web3 country club, you know, that we're not a part of, dude. We're on the outside. I'm a diamond paper hand. But yeah, shout out to good old Ape Society. It's been a minute since we got a chance to really talk to them.
We talk about this a lot, like off stream too. Like, damn, remember we talked about them? They were like a 300, 350 floor. We just did not mint them or buy it.
Like, look at the funny names.
Yeah, we were at J Crypto. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
These guys got some wild names.
Big oof, huh?
Like, oh, look at they all got the same last name. What's
when
that?
When are we
mean?
gonna hit one of these?
Yeah.
The search continues.
The search does continue.
What's that?
The search does continue, you know? Yeah.
The search so much continues that Tommy went to a different space to find it, you know?
Well, that's what I was going to say is that, you know, when are we going to hit one of these? Well, it's like, boys, I think, I mean, I feel like I hit something over here.
You did. You hit it.
I feel like I made a little play over here, and shout out to, we talked about it a couple weeks ago, and it is cross chain. So it is over on the Ethereum side. It is called a kid called Beast is the name of the project.
Oh, you hate pants too.
I don't have no pants, dude. There is pants on underneath that. But it looks like it's my GM one. So there's only like 17 of these shirts in the whole collection out of 10,000 of them. My little slippers right here,
I like
you know,
slippers actually.
But no, kid called Beast, dude. It's been popping off over the last like maybe a few days. Whenever this podcast drops, it could be even higher because the floor has officially broken past 1 ETH. Is at 1.25. It hit up to 1.39 today.
Oh, it just changed in real time.
In real time, 1/6. There you go. And this minted for
is a pretty big deal compared, like relative to amount that would go up on ADA to be 0.01 on ETH.
Well, if you like to here. And to put this in perspective too, right? Like 1.26 ETH right now is $2,045 at the current price of this, like, right? So $2,045. And what's ADA right now? Like 39 cents.
39 cents, yep.
Yeah. So you do that divided by 0.39, that's 52.44. So it's over a 5,200 ADA floor. Jeez. Right now for this 10K collection. So the only other thing that's higher than that literally is Ape Society over on Cardano, at least on Cardano's side, right? So the fact that these guys have done that in 10 days just shows the power of what you know, like how much volume and like just the purchasing power difference is over on the Ethereum side and why there's so much room for like opportunity.
And that goes back to what I'm saying, higher mint prices. If you want, you know, more or new money to come here, we need just bigger mint prices, bigger prices.
Not necessarily, and I agree with you to a degree, but this also just shows the power of how much more people are over there because this only minted for 0.077 ADA, which was roughly like $100 at the time of mint here. So if to put that in perspective, like $100 obviously.
380 ADA.
256, but I got you. Close enough. But right, Alley Catch is minted for $85 and they did 222 ADA, right? And everybody kind of complained about it, but we saw what Alley Catch did. They doubled their floor and everybody was all happy and they forgot about it, right? And I think that goes to show, like, if you do have like a decent like mint price, like $100 is still a decent amount of money to like you know, most people. The average person, $100, right? But if you can
Peking duck right there.
That is one Peking duck. But if you want to look at it where we're at currently on this, I mean, 1.26 divided by the 0.077 that it costs to mint, you're a 16x right now if you minted. I mean,
you look at some of these on our side, and it's just like you think like, oh, that was great. It's like that was like 3x, 5x.
Yeah. Well, you put this in perspective, right? We were talking about my alley cats. I bought one of the diamond-handed or diamond like halo alley cats, which are really rare. I got it for 1,500 ADA right after I was trait sniping. Sold it for 3,500 ADA. Some people said that I paper handed it, maybe so, but I wanted to make some money, right? So even that 3,500 ADA was roughly like $1,300 by the time I had cashed, or $1,400. It wasn't even 1 ETH. So
Yeah.
I literally could have done that, one of the bigger flips that I do over on the Cardano side, and I couldn't even purchase one of these things right now, which just it shows you like the difference of where we really are at right now. And don't get me wrong, if you guys, I'm sure you've been hearing about this project from some of your favorite Cardano people, especially the NFA guys, if you follow any of them.
You've been following Tommy on Twitter.
You can follow me, dude, 100%. I've been flexing this all over my little banner, everything, dude. I'm getting a little creative. But it's a fun community. I highly encourage, if you guys haven't checked it out, definitely at least pop in, see what they're about, because there's 20 different beast hoods over there that all pertain to like different real world interests, like bull hattons for business, like owners and things like that. Champions Courts, your sports heads, like people who it's all sports. Wagny Way is your Degens. That's why I got my ape suit over here. The alpha callers, as you would call it. So they've got a bunch of different things. And it just shows, like, if you hit well on one of these like rarer traits, especially, dude, the potential is crazy over here. We were talking about, because I ended up getting one of the ape suits. It's one of the ones that revealed for me. And if you look at what the ape suits are right now, they are absolutely insane. We were talking, TJ texted me this morning. He goes, yo, you see the floor for these things? There's only the same color that I have. There's a 10 ETH floor, but I don't think
there's only one listed too, though.
There's not many of these. There are 187 or something of these. But look at the floor for this right now. 5.4 ETH for one of these right
Click
now.
on that. Let's just go convert that to dollars.
$8,700.
$700, bro.
And that's what happens when you hit like a rare trait on this side. So it's just like I'm saying, it scales. That if you want to, putting that in perspective, that's 22,000, almost 22,500 ADA. To put that in perspective. So it's wild, and people are paying these prices. Like that's the crazy thing, is that it's not like, oh, they've got these high floors, but nobody's buying this stuff. And it's like, no, these, I mean, you consistently are seeing buys in the mid, like ETH, like right here, but then you'll catch like every now and then someone will mint, like people are snatching like these, what they call them grails, which it's an Ethereum word that I hadn't heard before, but they like you're like really rare one. They call them like they're grails. Oh, I got my grail beast, like your holy grail. So I kind of like that term. It's interesting. Hadn't heard that before. Maybe I've just been out of the loop, or maybe the young kids these days, they got some new terms. Maybe I'm the old guy. Like, what's up?
Zooming around, all these zoomies.
Right. But yeah, no, it's been insane to really see this kind of volume on a project like this. But it just, like, the argument goes back to the Cardano side, right? Like, it puts in perspective. We talked about like having like a drama-free week this week over on Twitter, where there really wasn't too much. Like, lately it feels like we're just an echo chamber of just everybody's like pissed off or way too serious about stuff, just because there's nothing really exciting happening right now over on Cardano as far as the NFT side goes. You had the Alley Cats thing, and that was surrounded by FUD and things like that, right? Everybody wants
marketplace
something to complain
situation
about.
of the week prior.
Yeah, and you get, shout out to L over there with Unpopular Opinion. He makes some fun of that kind of stuff. There's always just FUD. There's always the same people in spaces just talking about something that's going on, or something that's wrong, or something that they're upset about or complaining about. And it's just like, dude, I'm so sick of logging on to hear about that.
Yeah.
So I think it's important for us to like remember, like, if you want like mass adoption, you want people to come to this chain. The tech is one thing, right? There, what Cardano is building, I think everybody's kind of on board with that. I actually love the way that Cardano operates compared to Ethereum.
Absolutely, 100%. That's why we came here. That's why we are here. It's just, we want to see big plays like that, or just big numbers like that coming over here to kind of really give even more value to Cardano than it already has, because we have the tech, we have the people, we have the devs, we have the great art. We just want to see if people get appreciated for what they're doing.
And it just shows like the money's not here yet. And obviously it's reflective in the price of ADA right now. You can see that the market caps compared to where Ethereum and stuff is compared to Cardano. And that's like our hope right now, right? Is that there are some great projects, and like Claymates or an Ape Society or one of those that are out here building, and that if they were on another chain right now, I'm sure they would be doing even better, because there's some of these projects I see over on the Ethereum side. I'm like, dude, how is this thing even worth any kind of money right now? They're not doing shit compared to what some of these projects that we see over here are. Right. So
some are literally just like, we're a hype beast project. We have like these cool looking little dudes, and eventually we're going to sell merch one day when we have a big brand name. And that's like about as far as they go. It's just like, we're going to make hats and sweatshirts because we're worth 2 ETH, and that's like all they do. It's just like that's it. That's all they're developing.
Hey,
It's
we
like
need to
us
do a
selling
D-list
more, like,
event.
clothing.
Yeah, we do a D-list event right now, guys, just to make sure that they have like interesting enough with the kid called Beast, they have a thing called soft staking over there where it's essentially just D-list, and as long as it stays in your wallet, that's like the soft staking method over there. Where with us, like we have the staking methods where you can do the non-custodial where it locks up into your wallet. And it's interesting that the parallels of how things work on both chains.
Soft staking was when you try to have sex after too many whiskeys.
Tom, spicy Tom over here. Tom, watch out.
Hey, this show's not for kids. It's marked on YouTube correctly.
Tommy's like, watch out.
Watch out now, Tom, your mom. I didn't change it back over there. No, I don't know. I hope that we can get past this. I think we will. It's just like there needs to be like that shift. I think we're all looking for something exciting right now.
Well, that's what I was talking about on the live stream, and I've talked about this off stream with you guys. I think this community needs more in real life events. And I think that ETH side, a lot of their communities, a lot of their projects, they offer that utility as a part of holding their NFT is, these community events that they hold specifically for their holders. I think if, let's just say Old Money had their own specific private event for Old Money holders, not outside of having it just at CNFT Con, like something like that would be really cool as a nice incentive of holding the NFT. Bring more value.
We broke over here, baby. We can't afford that kind of shit.
Why didn't you join Cardano?
Certain projects.
Have a whole bunch of projects, a whole bunch of things in live spaces.
They got this secondary and stuff like that. Come on, partnerships.
I think what
the other one I'd have to follow up. We'd have to talk to Chrissy and Chronic, or someone that we know within that space. But I remember early in, that's where Boss Cat was at. They had like part of their roadmap early in. TJ was something along those lines, and I don't know where that's at, obviously, because we don't get to follow them up as much or hear about them a whole lot as far as on our side of the space. But remember, they had like 4 or 5 clubs. It was like Miami, like Tokyo, like Morocco or something like that, and it was like we're gonna have live venues and live clubs with access passes from having your Boss Cat. I don't know if that ever got developed or if it's still in the works.
We never followed up on it, but I will say that anytime there's like a Boss Cat video or anything that they do, those people either they show up really hard or they're botting it really hard. But I think they're actually showing up. Like I actually think they are.
The community's always been extremely outspoken and supportive of it. The people that are in there for sure get behind it and definitely support it when it's time for them to come up and talk on stage.
100%. So
as the community goes, they are a pretty strong community. Yeah, when they do show up.
I mean, it's some people eventually end up calling it like annoying or whatever, but that just shows that like, hey, at least there's like a presence in the space, whereas opposed to some other projects where there's just like they are doing great things. They have actually like other plans in the works, that we've got to see some of the stuff, and you just don't get to hear about it sometimes. Like we're like, where is everyone on this? Like, how's no one paying attention to it?
Well, it really goes to show like the big model for success I've seen over on the east side from this like short amount of time dealing with it is like literally the community, like the people like that start. Like I can log in right now since I've been following some of these people with the kid called Beast, and I go in there and there's like 10 different Twitter spaces that are up at all times throughout the day. Like they've like Beast FM in the morning, wake up to be, they run that space all day long. Daily upgrade over there. Shout out to him and Chizzy. They're running a space every single day up on there. So if you want to log in and get in touch with the community and like kind of grow it together, there's always a spot for people to kind of hop into. And you really don't see too much of that over on Cardano, like a dedicated space or dedicated communities, like constantly talking about a certain project. And I think that that's what really is going to start to push people into like a growth phase, that you start to get enough people talking about something, others want to join the conversation, and eventually, like you said, it kind of spirals and grows from there.
That's funny you say that, Tom, because I felt like this week specifically, because I myself find myself doing that in the mornings, or when I'm driving around, I'll hop into a random space that people are hosting. I feel like there has been this week, just in general, or specifically, there's been less spaces on Cardano by the usual people that host them. Don't get me wrong, the scheduled spaces during the day, the Wallet Wednesdays, L's, Unpopular Opinion, stuff like that, that has been going on still. But I'm just saying, some of the spaces that I've seen that randomly popped up throughout the weeks since 2023 started, I haven't seen them as much from those people. So
it's just like I said, we're in that we go through these little ups and downs. I think we have some big mints on the horizon though this February. We do have Goombles. I know Farmer Nash announced that. Potentially, I don't know if her monsters are going to mint this month. I know they're getting close.
They're announcing tomorrow.
Oh, Saturday. Yeah, good call. That was a good catch right there. And then you also got Goofy Gophers with Flipper. That's gonna be a big catalyst that's gonna happen between marketplaces when Flipper opens up.
See that
We'll
I
definitely
feel
be
like
watching because it'll be interesting, at least for us just as content creators too. It's got
Yeah,
getting a little spicy out there. We got some
I like it.
competition hopefully here.
We need
You know what I
competition.
mean? Yeah, that's
Yep.
what's going to drive them to change and make like some quicker changes too, like things we want to see, some features we'd like to see maybe on JPEG Store, things like that.
Yeah.
Where they're going to have to like maybe speed up some of their time, their timelines here to kind of stay ahead, stay in front, and it's just going to benefit us more as far as users.
I will say I feel like Goofy Gophers. I've said this somewhat before. I feel like this project is a project that has true, real utility to earn actual crypto, or to have a nice return in a sense. I feel like this is a project that actually potentially could bring more users from other blockchains over just by what it offers. It's crypto mining. I mean, what more utility do you want? Like, it's an actual real token and utility that they have there.
Yeah, I think for me, I am 100% in agreement with you. I think everybody, when they say the word utility, that mean, that word is different to everybody, but in some way, what kind of value does it bring? It could be in the form of money, it could be in the form of networking, it could be in the form of a community, it could be in the form of just collecting. Like, everybody has their own individual thing, and I think for me, and I know for you guys probably too, the reason we got into this was for the money. To
100%.
go ahead and increase, and then we found community, and we found a fun time over inside the space, and that's been like a huge benefit and part of the reason why we still do what we do to this day and kind of grown it to this. But absolutely, dude, if that lines up perfectly with like, hey, this is what I want to do, because if I hold this NFT, it's gonna net me more value in the form of ADA or whatever it may be. So I'm 100% on board with Goofy Gophers, and they're doing it in a way that legally they're able to do it, which is why I trust what these guys are doing so far. So we'll see how it actually gets executed, and they are currently mining Litecoin right now, and I think once they sell out the remainder of that mint, we'll see how that kind of scales from there.
I think they're also underrated or undervalued right now, in the sense that people still don't know about them enough, even on our space, in our side, on our blockchain. Because if people really did know more about them, they'd be scooping them up off the floor, because they have the potential, in my opinion, because of their utility, to really be one of the top projects on Cardano because of that.
Yeah, and a lot of it's going to be like, all right, it's not the great idea, but show me.
Yeah,
like show me that it's there. So 100%. I think
100%.
there's certain ones like that are upcoming, which I know we're going to get a chance to talk to later in the month, about stuff with like real estate and different things, where there's going to be like real world utility with it, but there's going to be always the question of like, when am I going to get that value? So
yes,
it is a gamble in some aspects, but I like the fact that we're getting away from, I need to just buy this, and then like I can't, there's a short window I have to get rid of it, otherwise I'm left holding the bag. I do want to get out of that window sometimes, because it sucks like having to like pay that much attention. It's great for a fun flipper here or there, but like if I want to buy these NFTs, I'm holding it because potentially it's going to make me more value by actually holding on to it versus getting rid of it.
Well, it's a big like concern or criticism that people just have of NFTs in general, where it's like they're not actually anything going to happen long term post mint. It's all this like hype. How much hype can you build? How loud can you be? How high can you get your floor, so that like certain people can get out on top and flip them, and someone's going to be left holding the bag there, and then 3 years down the line you're going to forget about their name, because there's going to be 15 new projects trying to do the same thing. So we got to see some of these actually come out with like the end goal, the end product, finalized form, not beta, not alpha, and kind of hopefully shut up some of the critics in that case then, and show them like, hey, no, these are real projects that we're developing, real end, results and marketing, or end brands, and actual games or whatever the case may be.
Well, because even like a lot of these projects too, and a lot of the NFTs, they're all just becoming access passes to these communities and these projects and businesses, really. And there are art-based projects, don't get me wrong. I'm saying, but the majority of the products that are out across all blockchains are just really access passes to what they offer.
Yeah, I think we're still in like an infancy stage too over on Cardano, because there is plenty of art-based projects over on other chains that make good money, and they don't need to promise you the fucking world and a staking and all these tokens. There are projects that do that volume. Like if you look over on ETH right now, there's a project that I was looking at called Checks over there, and the thing check. No, dude, it literally ran up to like over 2 ETH, and it's settled back down to like 1.7. But it's like I mean, unless there's something there that I don't know about, it's just that these things come up, and then they're like historical, or they're art based, or there's some sort of value there, and they may go back down. But dude, the run up for them is insane, and it's not like, hey, there's a token, there's something. People are just like, yo, I like this, it looks dope, it's a flex. And
like
we don't
like Aeonium Sky is that for me, and then for all of us, I think,
Yeah.
in the show, I think I love the art. The art is just next
Get
level.
out of my
And
head, TJ.
And speaking of art and next level, Tommy, let's see your nano frame. I want to see what kind of images you put up on there. You've had it for a
Oh
bit
yeah,
now,
you
right?
had it for
Oh,
a
you
bit. So you
did.
definitely have got it set up. I mean, you'd want to like show that off and display it. Oh
It's
wow,
right on
it looks so real. Like it looks like
so
you're holding
good.
a box actually. Like it's just like not.
Well, let's see the
amazing
actual
the
product.
detail
What do you
can
have?
Do you
actually
see it when it
display.
changes? Oh, sorry guys, I left the blank NFT up here.
It's
Maybe
interesting. You have to do it manually and turn
Martin,
it around. It
Martin,
doesn't
you
just
want
do it automatically.
Martin, you want to get that right there? Want to
I'm
put something on
Martin's gonna Photoshop something in there.
You should please do that.
Martin, let's get a little Photoshop for the kids over here. Yeah, dude. No, I'm just terrible.
It's gonna be the Island Boys.
Island Boys, some Cardano.
What happened to those two? Are they still? I hope they're still hustling on Cameo. Is Cameo still even a thing? I don't know.
I don't know, but they're doing something with it. But yeah, guys, I think that'll wrap us up over to the back end this week over here. Another week, another fun double potty over here. I think we hit more than like a little 30-minute segment this time. I think we're
45er.
Ooh, I like it. Okay,
maybe
we're trying to find a sweet spot over here. And I don't know, dude, guys. We got a couple more weeks. We got a couple more guests lined up for this month, and then your boy's disappearing here soon.
He's going to Hawaii.
Hawaii.
He's dipping
over
out
here.
on us. He's leaving us.
You're not gonna record from Hawaii?
I'm pretty sure I'm banned from all my NFT stuff. I'm going to sneak it. It's gonna be like a little like dirty habit.
You gotta bring the backup phone,
dude.
Yep.
2 weeks.
Hey guys, I'm at a volcano right now.
Dude, yeah, we're literally gonna be in Hawaii. Just it ain't gonna be. I'm not gonna know what's going on.
Ride, taking a tour.
What's the time difference there again? You said
5-hour difference.
Yeah,
five.
Something crazy.
They're behind, right? You said
5 hours behind. Yes.
Yeah, they're up by California. Yeah, they're west of
California.
True.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it's gonna be an interesting thing. So we definitely got I don't know if we're a lineup guess what we're doing with that yet, but we probably should figure that out.
Yeah, sure. One of our Sundays that will
we'll see. And we got our
is that gonna be a Monday and a Wednesday?
Four of them. 4 things, Tom. 4 things he's dipping.
Oh, you got Monday, Wednesday, Wednesday.
Yep.
Fuck yeah. All right, giddy up.
So good luck, guys.
We live, baby.
Mods are asleep, post feet.
Should I do the takeover like Tommy? When we are live.
Hey TJ, I wonder how we can end this podcast. We are
done. I would do the silent one. Silent was probably better.
Which one?
When you were just silent.
Sure.
We are.
You can mute me.
Silent. No. I said